What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Vanilla Minecraft Season 2. In the last episode, we worked on the kill room. I've been working on it a little bit, but I actually need to gather some resources to finish the room, which means I'm going to have to gather more gravel. I have not done that quite yet. And I'm gonna have to do that anyways because I'm gonna need to exchange this for the brown concrete. But we are actually going to be stepping out of here. I don't think I have. I do. Okay. So what I want to do today is actually move over to the island that has the portal, because I want to change it so that way it is our nether island. And my idea for this island is actually to have the nether start to like seep out into this world and just start essentially corrupting the area. But since it's just essentially a small area, there's not too much for it to corrupt, but there is enough here for it to corrupt. Hello, spider. So I have done a little bit of digging before we went in there the last time, and what I wanted to do was actually just flatten it out a little bit more. And we can actually do this at a later time. But for now, what I want to do is actually come over here, take these out, of course, because they don't need to be here. So we're going to start digging out from around here, because this whole spot right here is going to be netherrack. So that way we have a nice starting point. So get some netherrack in here. There we go. Perfecto. And luckily the netherrack is like so easy to get. It's not really like that bad to try and get more if we need it. And spider, get out of here, man. Jeez, just making all the noise, aren't ya? So from here we're actually going to come down a bit, and I can actually put that back and just have it kind of corrupting the area. Can actually leak it over here some. So you don't want it to be like perfectly coming out. So from here I want it to like spew out a little bit, have some particles starting to affect areas. But then right here we're gonna like come down and just start affecting down here. And then in just a moment we're actually gonna go get some lava, so that way it kind of gives us a bit more realism that it is spewing out. And I do have an empty bucket, so let us see if we can go in without actually dying, because that would be fabu. Okay, now I need to find some lava that I have access to, because I don't have access to those. I might have to dig downwards. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to dig downwards. That could be dangerous. So I'm gonna try and be as safe as possible. start from here. So I am working on the room for the enchantment. So hopefully by the time the next episode comes out, that is done. And we can have enchanted equipment, which I am looking forward to. Alright. We're getting there. So a little life update. My parents are still looking for a house up where we are going to be moving. So that has not been found yet. But the thing is, ooh, that was stupid of me. They're probably going to find a rent-a-house soon, so that means I'm going to have to be moving out of where I am now. Okay, I can come up from here. And that also means I'm going to be tearing down my setup. And once that happens, I'm not going to be uploading videos until I can get into my either new house or the rent-a-house. And I'm hoping it's the new house, not the rent-a-house, because I really don't want to move into a rent-a-house, because I don't want to move in there and then find a house and then have to move yet again, because that's just annoying. So what I want is actually to have the lava come from here, come down like this, then go in right there. Alright, a little dangerous, but we're gonna do this. And when I say it's dangerous, I mean because we are going to be replacing blocks. Nope. Right here. Okay. And right there. Yeah, buddy. Alright. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. I'm actually going to place a soul sand there. That way we have a little bit of difference in what is here. Put a soul sand here. Can actually replace one of these with a soul sand. And yeah, I just want to like gradually get this to a corrupted state. And this isn't what this is not going to be the whole video. It's just me doing this. This is just something I wanted to start on, try and get something going, and show you guys what I'm envisioning in my in my mind for this island. So something kind of like this, where we have lava. So we're gonna try and bring out more and more lava. But yeah, I think we're gonna be done with that for now, because I do want to go to a different island, just try and work on some things. So we're gonna go over to the farm island and try and figure out what I want to do with the eggs that I have left up here, because the chicken farm that I have, the cooked chicken farm, is kind of like the low tier version. Like I will actually lose some chicken in the lava and then I'll only get feathers. It's a little bit of a messy system, but it does the job. for beginning, but I want to create a whole new system, and I don't want it to be up here. I actually want to move it down underneath, which I do believe I want to try and do it somewhere within this system here. So like dig probably here, and then get ourselves like sticky pistons or whatnot, or just something. So we're gonna put like the chicken, a whole new chicken farm setup in here. But we need to do something with all these eggs, and this is not going to be the best thing for those eggs. So yeah, that's my plan for this area. So if you guys did not see last episode, I did move my pumpkin farm, and I actually have a pumpkin and melon farm now, because whenever we went to the jungle to get jungle wood and cocoa beans, I found some melons. So we have now a pumpkin and melon farm, and we haven't been over here really all that much, so we're not gonna have a bunch, but here is a little bit, and I could show you guys real quick what we did. All right. And I don't think I actually showed off the redstone. So this is the redstone. It's literally just redstone. There's no repeaters. There's no other extra redstone components. It's just redstones, observers, and pistons. All right. And then in here, all the magic happens. What happens is the observers will see the change in the stem, and then activate one side of it to take out whatever has grown. Again, it's not going to be the best system, but it is like a passive system, so I can like just AFK over here. So whenever I do AFK fishing, I can get the pumpkins and melons to just do its thing, and I'd have myself a good amount of pumpkins and melons. So I think that's all I wanted to show over here. I don't want to get started on the chickens just yet, because I'm not entirely sure what I want to do. I'm actually going to be going into a test world to figure out what would be the best thing. I tried one thing, it didn't exactly work out. You know what, I can actually show you guys what I tried out. So give me 1 second to get into a safe place, so that way when I come back over here, I'm not like having to run away. And touchdown. All right, give me 1 second and I will show you guys what I've been working on. All right, we are in my test world. I made a duplicate world of the original world that we work in, or that the season is actually in. After a certain point, I decided I wanted to duplicate it to try and figure out what I wanted to do within the world, because I had things essentially set and where I was gonna put things. So this island actually does not have anything, because I still don't know like the full vision of what I want to do over there, so I was just gonna let that come out organically. But the chicken farm that I was talking about earlier, so I'm actually redoing this part, because a couple of things was happening whenever I was doing this part the first time, and even in the episode you can actually hear me slur a few things in my words, and normally when that happens it means that I'm not feeling well, and I was definitely not feeling well, so I stopped recording. Got myself to where I was feeling well, So I am back, and I'm actually re-recording this part. But yeah, so in this world, it's not actually going to be what's going to be in the in essentially the world that we work in. It's just me testing things, how things look, how they would probably appear. Now this area is definitely not going to be going into our main world, because I do like the whole openness, using the stone brick and everything, but I just don't like where it's at and how it came out. And this whole system right here is essentially this system out here, or what was out here. It was just moved down here, and like I said earlier, I do not like the system. So what I'm going to be doing is actually going into a redstone test world and testing out multiple ways I can actually do this, because as you could see, baby chickens are actually getting hurt, and when they get hurt enough, they will actually die, which actually loses me some chickens. So I want to change that so that way I don't lose chicken, and I want to try and get it to where I do not lose any cooked chicken, because sometimes it will just go into the lava, and I want to make sure that I don't lose any of it. And that's just what I was testing out. I'm not going to be putting it in there, so I'm going to be doing a different system. But over here, I actually did a little bit of testing of, I don't have the pumpkin and melon farm in here. I actually have a different system over here, which if I hope it does not interfere with my pumpkin and melon farm. If it does, I can always move that, because that is like a small system and it doesn't really require much of any maintenance. But here we have a furnace system. So this is where the meat from the top is going to be coming from, and I will show you guys that in just a moment. But as you can see, we have hoppers coming over, and it will put the meat down in here. So it will go here. We have dried kelp blocks, which is going to be my main fuel source in this series. That's why I made a small kelp farm, but later on I'm going to be doing a large scale kelp farm. I just need to figure out how I want to do that. But this is going to be the furnace system. The meat is going to be going into here, get cooked, come out, and then down this way into a chest over here, which would be right here. And then over here is actually where, like, say leather and wool is going to be going through. And since this whole area does actually not need furnace system, there we go, it's just going to be an open room. The hoppers are just going to bring them all down into one hopper system and then just drag it in. So that is what that's what I want to actually do. So this is more than likely going to come into action into our world. So yeah, that's one thing that I want to do. So up here we have our cows and pigs. So we would actually label these. This is where the meat's gonna go, and this is where the extra is gonna go. So like leather, or later on we're gonna have sheep, so wool. And these guys don't actually produce any extra things, so we would just have this chest here. I may just tear this one down and tear the hopper system down and just have it for this one, so that way we don't waste hoppers. So yeah, that's this area, and that's essentially this whole island for the moment. It does not have, like I said, the pumpkin and melon farm that I made. This will not be going into our world because I'm just not happy with it. And over in our main base, as you can see, there's oak trees, and in the last episode there was birch trees, so you can tell how long ago it was because even the lighting system isn't really made. And this is still here, so this was a long time ago actually. Dang. Okay, so we have this. So this is actually how I want my bedroom to look with the in-rods, because I feel it actually brings everything together. It gives it light in here, and then it just overall feels really nice. We have the birch up top, oak, and then dark oak. It just looks really nice to me, and that's kind of how I want to do my room. But you know, and then over here you can even tell where this stopped being worked on because I filled this whole thing in. I got this up to the top. I have a farm here, so this was quite a ways back. But yeah, I think that was all I did in this world. I essentially worked on this island because it's the one that I'm not 100% sure how I want things to work. Where over there, I do have things planned out in another world, and I just need to bring that over into this world and then bring that into reality. So this whole season is based off story, really. I'm essentially creating a story within my world. So on this island, we have the abandoned laboratory that was used before the whole apocalypse. And then once the apocalypse happened, it was abandoned. And then what happened was when I came out within this room. And then back here, which we actually had to build, is the laboratory that was left behind. And we converted multiple things into things that we need. So, like, this was once probably a room that they used for like storage or whatnot, and I converted it to a bedroom. This is going to be the killing room, which is more developed in the main world. The killing room is going to be developed into a enchantment room. This room is the storage room, which I'm not entirely sure just yet what I want it to have been. And this is the mini farm room, which is probably going to be their experiment room, because it is a huge room and it would give them a lot of space to actually have experiments going on. So like I said, it is definitely a world based off of story. That's kind of how I like to do my Minecraft worlds. And the first season of Minecraft, whenever I was actually kind of collabing with Purple Gamer Girl, we were on the same quote unquote server. That didn't really happen as much as I like, because it was kind of a new thing for me. But now that I'm kind of used to recording Minecraft on my own, near the end I started doing a story base, and then coming into this world, I knew 100% I wanted to make this world story based. So whenever I found the world that I wanted, I started thinking up of what the world was going to have happened before the apocalypse, and then everything after that would be stuff that I make to build upon the story. So like this island would have been started out as an empty island. I'm making it as a farm island, so that way once everybody realizes the apocalypse is over, this will be the main island for food and whatnot. So essentially food. And then it can be distributed to multiple islands that may not have the proper resources. So hopefully by the end of this season we have a lot done. I want to try and get that island completed soon. This island really needs to be completed. I am working on that as we speak. I am going to be working on the storage system here in a little bit. I don't want to dig out everything on camera, so what I'm going to do is probably stream it. So I'm going to stream me digging out the storage system, getting everything ready, getting the like the maintenance corridor, there we go, the maintenance corridor set up, so that way whenever we were ready to build the storage system, we have access to everything that we need, redstone wise and everything. So yeah, that's going to be happening either on stream or off camera. I'm not entirely sure what yet, but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. The first half of this video was me just working on the island and then showing you guys a little bit of what I've been doing in the kill room, and then the second half was me going around showing you what I had in mind that probably is not going to be working. And I hope you guys like that kind of thing, like showing you progress in the real world, in our world, and then coming into a different world and seeing what could happen and whatnot. I may do more of that. It just depends on how much I'm able to get done in both worlds. I want to try and keep most of my content on the main world, so that way we can get more of that done, because like I said, by the end of the season I want to have a full story to tell, and on the final episode I want to tell that story beginning to end. So yeah, have a wonderful day or night depending on where you are in the world and when you are watching this, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.